Hi, welcome to the stream. We're going to keep working on maybe today. I'm going to start our Gore stream as well. Is that working? Yes, it is. Hi, again. Are we live? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And maybe yes, we are. Yes, I think we are. I'm just going to set that up. Okay. Cool. Hi. If you've not been watching the last couple of days of streams, we've been working on a bounty that was launched by Maybe. Maybe is a open source operating system for your personal finances. I've been doing these live streams where I'm working on building a feature of their new marketing website, a financial freedom calculator tool. That's what we're going to work on today. Hoping to wrap this up today. Like, this is taking a bit longer than I planned. Summing up the graph elements, you know, but we're getting there. Here's where we're at the moment. We have the form, calculate, renders the graph. I did a few things off stream. I'll go through those and show you the code for those. One of them that we were working on yesterday and hadn't quite finished was the tooltip. That was actually quite an easy fix in the end. We'll go into that. And then I've also added in the x-axis and also our legend as well at the bottom. So I can jump over into our code. There's a lot of it now. This is quite a lot going on. In fact, it might be easier to show you the PR as it stands so far. Because then I can show you the PR. The commits. Grid lines and tooltip. This is what I was working on yesterday. And the main thing that I was missing yesterday when I was trying to solve this problem was the tooltip and the positioning of the tooltip. And really it came down to needing to find this kind of datum by a pointer event. So you've got your mouse moving, you've got the cursor, passes an event, and that will get you a datum that you can then use to render the tooltip with. So all we had to do in the end was build this little function, this method here, and I was struggling a little bit before because we were looking at the old code. The old code uses a time scale rather than a band scale, the x-axis. And so because we're using band scale, we can just simply work out our index based on our x position, working out, okay, what band are we in? There's also the step. I've solved a problem for something else I was looking at. Yeah, and that pretty much solved that. That got us to there. And then today I've added in our x-axis. So for that, I mostly brought some code over from the other chart that we're kind of mirroring. And this one just renders two ticks left and right. Did make a small change here to use the where is it, text anchor, start and end, which renders this in the right place, the today and the date, the last one. And I get the start and the end position in there as well. And what else is there? I mean, yeah, we've got this custom tick formatter, which takes in our date, passes it to work out the date format. If it's the same as today's formatted date, then we say today instead. And yeah. And then for the legend, also pretty simple, straightforward. We draw the legend, we create a group. In that group, we loop through all of our series. Each of those we build up that little item with the rectangle and the text, and then we position them as well. Make sure they're positioned into the right place. Now, while I was just looking at that, I had an idea. This hover with a tooltip is supposed to kind of just surround a little bit of the sides. And I was using padding before. We go to the tooltip section, which I think is here. See how we're using this padding and then we times it by 4? That feels weird. I think what we actually need to do is step. And then I think we also need to do step here and divide that one by 2. That does then, let's decrease our runway. Perhaps another way of doing that is to have less savings. That's not quite right. I wanted to do divided by 2. Again. Which means we're taking away that divide by 4. Seems a bit bizarre. That is closer to what I wanted. I was kind of going for the middle. Like I was figuring that this whole thing is the step. So half the step would be midway, but half the step is kind of not halfway. Which is a little bit odd. I'm not sure what's going on there. But that does get us much closer to what the design is. What I'm looking at here is, you see how this surrounds that just a little bit. It's not halfway though, is it? It's probably is a quarter of the step. Does the step need to take the date? Doesn't think so, because it's got the bandwidth there. Okay. That's much closer, I think. Yeah. That's closer. So really what I'm trying to do now is just refine things. We'll commit that. Fine. Guideline. Mark. Okay. That's that. What else do we want to try and refine here? I would really like to just round off the caps. Kind of annoying that I can't right now. Also curious again still about the guidelines grid line here, because it says it's a border. Just gonna move my mic a second. So you can't see this because it's down in the corner hidden by my avatar, but here, a border. Copy it to clipboard. It just says it's a border solid. Well, that's not entirely accurate, surely. How is that being done? If I just copy that. And then we'll go and create a new Figma file. Or maybe we could duplicate to my draft. Then I can actually just pull it apart. Paste here as well. Allow. Okay. So I can see now it's a stroke rather than dash 1 8. 1 8. And then the other thing about the stroke here is it's rounded. So this is our grid lines. Stroke dash array 1 8. The stroke width is 1. Alpha black 500, which we've got. And then I just need to set like the stroke cap. SVG stroke rounded. Line cap. Stroke line cap. Round. Okay. Top style. Stroke. Line cap. Is that right? Yeah. Round. Okay. It just looks like dots from that distance, but then I suppose it just looks like dots here as well. They do look more than one. Like, even though this says it's 1 8, like, do I? But if it was that, then that would also need to be doubled. If that's the logic we're going by. Maybe it makes more sense as 1 8. That was the one that I messed up. Right. That is the grid lines lined up. I'm not really sure, again, like the number of grid lines. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If I added like 205, I mean, okay, I need a lot more expenses of fun. $5 mil. Right. So that's looking good. Don't know why that's now pushed in so much. I guess it's because it's doing it based on the center of this column. Which is fine. I'd like to do it to the left of the column if possible, so let's just see if I can find the x-axis labels. But I'd want it to be the left and then to the right of the axis. What's that? Don't know. It's fine. That's a minor detail. I would like to get the tops rounded. That still bugs me. Like the cat. I can round the wherever that thing is. Get rid of that. Is this my draft? I think it is. Why can't I can edit it? There we go. Next. Oh, I need to do. But it's just the top again, just the top, because the bottom is. Last ChatGPT, I'm rendering some rectangles in D3 for a stacked bar chart. How can I round the top there? Add to top of the rectangle. Rx and Ry round the entire rectangle. The bottom should remain squared off. Let's see if I've stopped that. Can I? Click path. SVG element along with a path element on clipping. Let's see, let's take this and then see if we can use it. I get the logic there, having an SVG as a def that then, or a path as a def that then you can apply. But I'm curious as to how the scale matches up. I think when I create the content. I could probably just create this death. Well, actually, this should really be on the... We pen that. You get an idea of rounded top. That shouldn't do anything, but it should have a def in our SVG now, which has the clip path, which has this rounded top thing going on. Which now I should then be able to use in all of the places.
Listen to me speak, but just do what you want. What words will you keep? The ones that cause us harm. You assume the worst, but that is yet to come. Because he caused it first, and now we've come undone.
Not quite. Curious, you know. Yeah, they all have that same clip path, but they're clipped to that place on the screen. So that doesn't work. This clip path doesn't apply to each of my rectangles. It applies, but what am I trying to say here? Doesn't solve my problem. I need to dynamically create the clipping path. Surely I don't need to, if I'm going to generate the clip path, I don't need the depth. Like, I have the XY width, height, and radius. So perhaps I take this function. I'll just duck it here for now. Hmm. Change around the quotes. This dot. Click path. Right. Click path. X and Y. But it's all of the data that's above. Surely. Which needs the D. Which I'm then gonna have to do. Something like that, maybe. It didn't work. No. Unless. No, it did not work. Unless I needed to do something else with the click bar. G click off. What I want to know, you give me the answer. Needs to reference a path element via a URL. Draw the rounded rectangle using a path. I mean, if I'm drawing a rectangle, then why not draw it like that? Pinned path. We're gonna do some stuff that might be a little bit weird. Oh, pressed it too soon. I mean, that actually kind of works. The only issue I actually have here is that we need to know what the whether it's around it or not. That's not work. I'm going to need to do a quick looking into this one. So I just need to work out whether the key is const is first. D.key. Is top series. Not really sure. Oh, I'm not returning it. That makes sense. It makes sense. If I reduce this down, it's rounded but not rounded as much. And here comes in the problem of being relative, right? I think it would make more sense as these to be in a bracket. Because then I could do something like X is that, Y is that. Because you wouldn't know what that is otherwise. Yeah, I don't even know what that is anymore. Oh, no. The width is there, look. I was like, hang on, how are we missing one? Oh, and then this is like the radius. Rounded top with radius. With radius. Right, half with radius. Then we also probably want to apply the same thing to the guideline. Why the width is there, that there. And then this can be 4. Possibly. Again, it's easier if I have less there. Yeah. What happened with the width and the height and stuff? It decided to not do. Cool. Right. That's looking pretty good now, actually. What else about the graph needs resolving? There's something going on there. Fine. Does feel like I probably want to round it off differently based on the bandwidth. Like maybe I calculate the radius rather than just being fixed. It depends on the bandwidth. Like X bandwidth divided by 4. Maybe I also do map.max or min. Take the smallest. And then are these? That's 2 pixels there. And this doesn't even register as having one that's in there. Oh. Yeah, 2 pixels there as well. They're the same. But like the round corner there, 10. So maybe we don't want to go more than 10. I don't like the idea of that. That makes sense to me. I need to add something else then to up here, wherever it is. It's the top series. If it's not the top series, it's 0. Otherwise, we're doing the map.min. Then it feels rounded, but if for some reason, I guess I could do something similar here with the... No, I think that's probably okay. Okay. So what's left? We've got some styling stuff to kind of refine. I'm mostly done with the chart, I think. Apart from maybe some font styling, it's mostly CSS at that point. And then the other bit that I still need to do is the slider control for the inputs. As mentioned there. As reusable as possible so future mini tools are very fast to build. I think that's going to be quite difficult. I mean, it's very quick and easy to get this layout. That's easy. But the stuff that goes in the right is just so custom to each tool. But charts that look like this, actually, like I've made that fairly customizable. So I need to work out the math a little bit, clean up the math, add the slider, styling tweaks. Now, is that meant to be? That's the body text. One four, 900. So that's the legend. $400. $14 pixels. $414 pixels as well. That's for the axis. This one is the 733, which is Tailwind Colors 500. It's already the right color. I should change the circles up there on the tooltip. Yeah, it's actually meant to be class, isn't it? What do we do with the rect as well? Like the width and the height and stuff. But I guess I can just look at this. What's this? Width is 4, height is 12. Height of width 4, height 12. Radius 16. Oh, hey, there's some anonymous people here. I think 4 makes sense because it's the... Okay, maybe it's meant 2 on this. Otherwise we end up with an oval. Yeah. And the content here... I probably should just use this one. Text body 14. This actually probably was easier with the other one. Are you doing the bug bounty hunting? I am doing the bug bounty hunting. How's it going, Trojan? Yeah, we're building this financial freedom calculator. Making good progress on it. Using burp and repeater and stuff. Oh, sorry, no, not bug bounty hunting. That's my brain just. No, we're doing bounty hunting, which is a like building features. So it's a GitHub issue on here on this project called Maybe, and we're building a financial freedom calculator. So they've uploaded some designs and some specification of what they want, and then there's a bounty on completing this GitHub issue. So we're doing some coding, developing, building software. We study stats. Stats, not really. Stats aren't particularly my strong suit. What was your major? Oh, I never went to the university. Just mostly done software design development. Did IT business studies, that kind of sixth form college, whatever. After secondary school in the UK, so. And then yeah, straight into work. I heard of IBS. You mean the medical condition, or? What do I want to do here? Weight 500. 14 pixels. Class. Yes, gut condition. Yeah, yeah. What do I want to do here? Like text. Is the stream making you less productive or what? Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, it's definitely harder to get in the flow. I normally bash these out pretty quickly, but I think this bounty, this issue has actually been a bit more of a tricky one as well. Just there's a lot more to do custom work wise to get this graph chart working. My mind's gone really blank. How's it going, Saeed? What am I looking for? Weight. Right, font normal. Yes. Font medium. I think the other thing as well is because this is quite heavy front end work. Actually quite hard to see that tooltip, isn't it? Why is all of this font bold? Where's the tooltip? There's the template. Oh yeah, I see. D3 tooltip. Position, padding, font, round. There's nothing about font weight there. Maybe I have to do this with the style like it's doing in here because we're inside the... Maybe because we're inside. I want to freeze the mouse there, and I'll use the inspect DevTools to see this. But then, as soon as I come out of it, it's gonna kick me out. That's the tooltip, right? Font weight 400. Font. Can I get rid of that? Class, font. Font family, font sans. Font medium. Can I actually just use Tailwind in here? Looks like I can. Small or font. It'll be text, won't it? Text size. Text size, font size. Tailwind. Small. Yeah, so it's text small, isn't it? I also had to take a bit of a break as well from doing some coding stuff, so that's slowed me down a little bit. Let's change this to use Tailwind, because I don't... Flex, item, center, gap 2. Oh, again, I really need to solve that problem at some point. Now I'm using those, I should be able to just set font. Oh, because that's not around all of that. Let's add... Oh, it's here, of course. Dot at font sans font or text small. Hashing, I just need the text small. And I can set the PG white. Get rid of that. Order. Alpha black 100. B2. Absolute. Okay. I guess it's closer. Uh, 10 pixels is large. So I can do rounded arch. There, that gets rid of that. And then we'll leave opacity as 0, because that's what we're going to actually control with the JavaScript. And then those can all change. But we can have this as font medium. That also wants to be font medium. MB 1. Text gray 500. That's a class. Again. And then font medium on that as well. Okay. And then that looks a lot closer to what I want to be having going on. I'd say we're pretty much as close as we're going to get to those two graphs being similar once you factor in the fact that this is dynamic. The main thing I need to figure out now is just styling, I think, and then the slider on the left. pull that there, like that. Now, let's commit this. Define chart styles. Okay. I want to get this bit looking like it's supposed to next, I think, this top section. So let's try and grab these. This is font size is 24. That's in here, right? This. Text 24. Clicks out. I'm gonna pop this out and then throw that onto desktop 3 so I can switch between it easier. Do. 24, and then line height 32. Is that done automatically for me? Nope. I've saved this. Is already done for me. That's right. The weight is 400. It's going to be 500 for this text here, and isn't in bold, which is kind of annoying because I'm going to have to work out how to pull that out separately. I think the other thing I have is text balance here, maybe. And then on this, do class font medium. And then I think let's do the gap 24 between those two elements. Text center, flex, gap. Yeah. Six. Flex col. Spacing in there, and these all need the right styling. Text secondary, what colour is that? I wish those names lined up to free. That's 500 grey. Grey 500. 14 pixels. Normal. Fine. So these class text grey 500. I think they're already set to be everything else. Maybe text small. 14 pixels was it? Yeah. And then let's do this as well. That's the body color. That's size 20 and it's medium. 20 is going to be XL. Text XL, font medium. They hug each other? There's a gap of 8. So this is also going to be a flex call gap 2 or 1. 2. I think 1 was 4. Eight. Good. This is where I just do colon. Don't know how I want to do that part. Maybe, you know, colon makes sense. Or maybe I just do colon like that. Then I can't style it. Still need to style it. Could do an absolutely positioned element. Let's get these styles in for the rest of this. Months. This becomes months. Months. Thank. Paste. Okay, let's see. Closer. It doesn't actually fill the entire width, interestingly. And then there's also a gap between these two elements that I need to figure out because it's not part of the... I checked it near easy if I can just draw. There it is. Was that not it? Just then? 24. I don't know what it's going to be. Just margin. I just need to know what 24 is going to be. 6. I know that. But I really like Tailwind, but sometimes those numbers are a bit too arbitrary. They start to make sense after a while, but when I've not been working on projects with Tailwind and I switch to doing projects with Tailwind, I always get a bit like, what was that number? Okay, so there's a gap between those, which is good. I now need to work out how to do the colons between this. I don't want to do that. We change that to being flex. I think it's collapsed down into one unit. It's got a gap of 16. But then because of the not going to add too many, I just want to see what that looks like. We then need to also do item center to make sure that those colons get added in the center, which they do. And then this needs to be centered. Justify center. Okay. And then regular 20 pixels, gray 500. Text XL, text gray 500. Change the font weight. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. The colons are between the numbers, not between the labels at the top. Items end is almost there, but not quite. Oh no, maybe it is. Yeah, I think that is. Okay, that looks good. Okay, cool. Making good progress. Now the height of the chart. (362 pixels). I think height 96 probably fine. Close enough to the cool. Nice. I also kind of coming out of this box now. What's the gap here? 40. Margin. And 10. Well, there's already some margin there. Why is there some margin there? Because there's MT4 on the how to use this calculator. This is a tool show page. Okay. I think I covered this. Maybe not, because there's a gap of 8 there, rather than what that is. Where is that gap coming? There's margin on there, but there's also not margin on there. I'll add manual margin. Oh, it's because we're in pros. Pros will be adding the margin. In this case, I want the margin to be 8. 2. MB2. Still, there's a big gap. To take pros off. Then we end up with no margins. This does need pros on it because it's got the mark down. That adds some spacing. And then I'm going to have to manually add 24. The 6. I think 6 is 24. Yeah, looks like it. And then And then it's the space underneath, isn't it? $40, which will be 10. Okay, that looks correct as per that's medium, where this is like bold, but that's also just H2 in pros. Tailwind pros. I want to be able to change the customize the heading. Pros H2. Font medium. I'd probably just do that to all headings, to be honest. Okay. Yep. And then that's looking good. I need to figure out this page. Height 580. Min height. One. Where's min height? Min height. Min H 96 is what I'm figuring. Okay. And then we'll do keyboard. So we'll go to Lucid icon to find our icon. Keyboard. Yep. So we'll refresh. That. How big is this? 24 by 24. Is that going to be 6? Slowly, the numbers come back to me. The numbers for Tailwind are actually quite intuitive, but they do take a moment to sink in. Let's have that text as well. And then I think what we'll do is we'll have a div there. Height 96, I think, rather than the min height. Lead to there. And we'll have grid. I want place items, but I don't know what the place item center. We have a text center div, and then we've got our paragraph, which is going to be for text 14 regular. Text small, text gray 500. Since we're defining it up there, we don't need it on the icon. So we reduce the amount of places where we're keeping that. This, I can't remember how, is that in it's an SVG, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool. This will have a max width of 283 there. So let's go up here and just go max width. $72. And then what's the gap? 16. Flex call gap 4. Okay. I need some sort of congrats. There was no design for this. Chef's kiss. Party popper. Thanks, Saf. But yeah, it's amazing how those little details really come in at the when you start adding those little finishing touches. It starts to come together quite nice. We'll yank that. But I want something similar. Party popper. Oh. Font medium. Text gray 900, so I think it makes sense to have that there. Congratulations. And then perhaps we do... maybe we do all of it as 900. This is the result. Congratulations. Should rename the stream to D3 Tailwind Near at this point. That's true. That's a good point. D3. Yeah. Kind of just left the titles as they were. Do I even have title? Like, you guys are on Al Gore as well, right? I don't know if I've even. Oh yeah, there is. D3, Tailwind. There we go. Good point, thank you. What do I actually want to say here? You'll. Right, you'll not run out of. Put our text balance on there, make it look a little bit cleaner. I mean, the other option here is what's after 72? This is where it gets a bit weird. 80. Like, that's a bit arbitrary. Okay, current monthly expenses and savings growth rate, you will not run out of money. Congratulations. I feel like we need colour from there. So maybe the blue. Text blue 600. Or maybe even the pink, or was it pink? I don't remember what it was, but text blue 500. I'm kind of going a little bit off piste. Here, because well, there isn't really much to go on. That's ugly. Dead ugly. Shame can't have a bit more colour to that. But I think it's made more sense as the grey. Maybe this can be bigger. We'll go up from 6 to 8. Congratulations on the current monthly expenses and saving growth rate. Cool. Nice. Right, this part here. If I add flex to this and flex coal, how's that gonna go? Right. Cool. I think I have to add it to here, don't I, to the HTML. I am going to have to add it here because I want to do 1/3. Get rid of that div. Not really sure why I just lost all of the because the form builder adds by default space Y4. I need to add that back. No, because I'm changing it using flex. The reason I'm using flex is because on this one, empty auto. We'll do this. I don't have to. Start the button. There we go. That kicks our button to the bottom. So it's always at the bottom of this section. Okay. Gets us a little bit closer. I'm at 4 o'clock. Okay, got sliders still to do. I probably should try and get these symbols in place as well. I also think I want to try and do these boxes. How do these boxes work? So I should try and build these boxes in a way that can be styled into 2 different places, because they basically look the same. So I'm gonna try and build this now. A big plan. Box there, so that when you go to tools, this page works. How are we doing on changes? Commit those. Fine. Styles for financial freedom. Apply styles to financial freedom calculator. Okay. And then we'll get this one in here. It's only got really bright. Right. So what am I doing here? I'm going to... Do I have it in here? No. Full index. At the moment, I'm doing this. I want to take that. Do that in a second. Instead of doing that, I just want to render balls. And let's just take this, delete it. So now when I'm here, it says, hey, there is no tool/tool. That's fine. Tool.html.erb. Locals. Cool. And then if I refresh, we get the same thing as we had before. The whole thing should be clickable. Then we'll have BG rounded. What we got here? 16. Big 16 is 2XL. We have border subdued, which again, don't know what border subdued is. I'm guessing it's probably very similar to 0B, 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 3%. Tailwind colours 25. It's the only one. Oh, there's also 500. No, 500 is 3%. So 25. That's the fill, that's the stroke. There's a shadow. We have shadow. Tailwind. How do I know which shadow it is? There's 2. Probably helpful. Narrows it down to small, medium, large, or extra large. The 6% and the 10%. 6%. I have to go to. What's the differing factors between small and medium? 1 pixel, 2 pixel. On the first one's got the 6%. It says shadow small there. Like, why can't I read? You can't see it because my face is blocking it, so you couldn't read it either. But you have an excuse, shadow small. Okay. Need a way to specify an icon. What are we doing for the padding here? 16? Font medium, text size is normal. Class, so it's text grey, 600. It also looks like this has cursor pointer on it because that's got the little thumb, little finger. I'm gonna take a call quickly. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Anyway. Yeah. Where was we? Before I had a phone call that I had to attend to. Let's see. We're building this page here. It's kind of coming together. We've got this on here. Is that the right padding? 16? Yes. Now, it looks like there is category and colour here that I need to apply in some way. And also an icon. There's like 3 extra details that I need to add to the thing. I think, given that this is the only one at the moment, probably take a approach to it. Let's see. This is a 40 pixels, 12 pixel radius thing. Big div. And we've got a loose seed icon, which has some sort of graph. Bar chart. Bar chart 4. Bar chart 4. Come in. Class. I think that's 6. Was it 6? Yes. And then that is inside a box, which 8, 10. Grid, place items, center, rounded. What is the rounding on this one? 12. Extra large. And then perhaps we just work out what this color is. Cyan 500. BG Cyan 500. What about this color though? That also says it's Cyan 500. At 5%. And then this one can be text Cyan 500. Cool. And it does have a cursor pointer, but for some reason Bartender, which is an application I use for managing my icons at the top right of my Mac, stopped my pointer from working half the time. And I don't really know why. What's this gap? 16. MB4. I think it probably makes more sense to do flex col gap 4 here, because I don't want gap between those. Well, if I don't want a gap between those, I just put them in a div. Smart. And that way when I add in this little pill, order tertiary. That's 8 pixels. So this is like width 4, H4, maybe even 2. BG Cyan 500. Rounded Cool. Flex. Item center. Fix gap 3. .5. No, 2 is going to be 8. 1.5. Yeah, 6. The border. Is the border 733? The border grey 500 or something? Inline flex. Width. I just set the width to max content in Tailwind. Width max. Eight. P2. PY1, EX2. Rounded ball as well. Okay, the grey 300 wasn't really working. Tailwind colours. That is what it is. Border grey 500. So maybe there's 0B, 0B, 8%. Tailwind colours, 8%. It's the 100. Alpha, that's alpha white. I want alpha black. The 100, isn't it? Yeah. Alpha black 100. Grey 600. I think I've already done that style. Yeah. The font size on this and the text color. The text color is text grey 500. That's text grey 500. Pixels. Okay. Nice. Feel like it needs letter spacing. 12 pixels is right. 2%. Meta spacing. Maybe just do wide. Guess that's 2.5%. Tracking wide. Alignment's a weird word the longer you look at it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Again, the colours is difficult because again, I was going to just put them in the database, but if I'm putting them in the database, then I'm dynamically loading them in which case it's not going to work for Tailwind. What if I... Okay, now if I go back to here... No, tail... not tail. What am I searching for? Tools index page. What I kind of wanted to do was set like a min height on the grid row. The size. $324 height there. I mean, the other option is like min locals min height 324. Is it nil in Ruby? And then I just need to set that min height and actually use it in here. Oh, don't. Style. And then if I didn't set it, okay, and then underscore tool, class MT auto. I wonder if it makes more sense to be like 25% or something. That's not the... I'll leave it there for now, like that. There aren't other tools, so there's no point doing more calculator section. But I've built it in a way that those could be added easily at some point. I feel like this should link to tools. I know the link's up there as well, but okay. That works pretty well. Cool. I think we're probably down to the last part, which is getting a slider in place for these values. So if we're moving on to the slider, I'll commit these. Add styles for Tools index. Am I done with tools index? Not sure I am. That's grey 600. Let's quit that a second. That's grey 600. And it's not text small. It's 16 pixels, grey 600. This one's free Excel, probably makes sense. Tracking being tight also makes sense. Font medium also is in there. Yeah. Oh, and then gap there is 32. What's this? Yeah, 32. Cool. Still annoyed that the tests are failing on here. Oh. So what else have we got left to do in here? We've got this slider majiggy to make. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to wrap each one of these number fields in a div. We'll do it for one first, but okay. Now we're back to examples, back to this. Here's what we've got. We want it to look a bit like that. We need spacing. And we also need to get the interaction between the input and the slider done as well. Now it's a bit unclear as to how that's supposed to work. Oh, there's a new bounty. ROI calculator. See, this is interesting because this is probably... I need to get mine done and then move on to this. There's another issue. There's another bounty to do. I'm going away next week. Need to wrap this up. What are we doing with this slider? How does the slider want to work? What do you set it to? 1 million? Uh, bin slash rails G stimulus What are we doing here with this? This is the stimulus one where we... What are we calling this controller? Any name? Hideable input. Hideable input controller. They have a name for it. Slider. Slidable. I think slidable input makes sense. Data slidable input target is the input. Oh. Data slidable input target input. Data slidable input. Can't type slidable. I don't. It's a weird word. Slide. On input. No. On data action. Update. Slidable input. Console refresh. Event.target.value. Action, slidable, input, date, input. Type. Manual, update. Quick update. The terminology here is a bit weird. What do I want to call these things? I don't even know if I want change actually. Maybe I do want it to be every keystroke. Yeah. So this one, this dot slider top, yeah. It's the same. So actually this is just synced input. There's literally nothing else to this. If I put a ridiculously large number in here, that just gets given the ridiculously large number. If I go minus 100, this is 0, but I'm not listening to that value. So it doesn't actually matter what this value is. It just needs to render as close to that as it can. it's going to show 1 million, but actually. So this targets. I need multiple targets. This dot input targets. If don't bother syncing it. Synced input controller. I think that's, yeah. Now I just need to style it, which is more easier said than done. There's a gap 8 first between this and the input. Now, actually styling this, I did have a project in the past where I styled some inputs. But it does require a little bit of CSS. Doesn't particularly work as well. Hmm. Let's here is a bunch of CSS from another past project. I think I actually have to specify background color like that. There we go, that's closer. I mean, closer being... nowhere near. CSS tricks, I'm pretty sure style, right input, range. I think there's a CSS tricks article. I wonder... See, so many of these need to be... I wonder if I can use apply or something with Tailwind. Annoyingly, I am going to have to go. I'll probably drag it out another half hour. Yeah, I think I can do another half hour until I need to go. I'm then going to have to urgently go. Styling these is going to be a pain. There used to be a tool, doesn't exist anymore. That is a lot of CSS just to do that. Because you've got to do it separately for WebKit, separately for Firefox, separately for Microsoft. Well, Microsoft uses WebKit anyway now, right? So, like, what's the... Right, can I discard anything that's Microsoft? On the assumption we don't need to support Internet Explorer. Mozilla we will. And that's not as bad now. Okay. Suddenly got hot. Let's see. But we're gonna go standing. I need to stretch my legs. Oof. Right. What are we actually trying to style it as here? It looks like it's relatively straightforward, right? Like we've got a bar which is what? How high? Is this my version? Yeah. Bar is 6 pixels tall, right? So we've got a bar that's 6 pixels. And the whole thing is 24, 18, 9. So I'm figuring that this is the margin top and bottom. Could be 9. The thumb, which is the kind of tracker, is going to be position absolute, I imagine. Or not necessarily position absolute, but it's going to not be the thing that affects the height. Position of the track, or the height of the track, 6 pixels. Pointer on any of it. Doesn't look like it has a box shadow. Apply BG gray 100. Rounded full. Doesn't look like we have any separate styling for hovering on the track. Okay. What about the stuff before the track though? We'll ask ChatGPT because it's going to be easier than searching through countless docs and blogs and stuff. Input with CSS. Let's focus on WebKit first. How do I style the left side of the thumb? Track that is to the left side of the thumb. Runnable track, slide of thumb. And then that needs JavaScript to update the gradient. I'm going to take a look at an old project. I'm not going to be able to get it running because I don't think it works anymore. But I built like a little podcast player at some point a few years ago, and it uses red notifications. Tools index view. I've already done this. Oh yeah. I'll temp 40. Probably should have done these, like, that would have been good as a first. I've kind of got a big chunk of stuff here now. Can this claim as that? I don't know. Can one PR claim two separate? All items should have a partial but randomly set. That was a few days ago. Oh. Oh, that was a sneeze and a half. I'm trying to get this rapidly wrapped up. I need to... just figure out how to do the... I don't want to use JavaScript. How did I do it in my other project? I got distracted by the notification, didn't I? I probably need to look at the views. It's a very old project. I'm trying to remember now where the... Seek input, seek change. Yeah, that was it. I had this like separate CSS variable that sets the width. Because even though actually, can I... how... I can get as close enough, I think, without having to do any of this. Because the default looks like this, right? And there is some sort of tailwind like that color there for the checkbox, because that's just a native checkbox. Not what I wanted. That's also not what. Tailwind CSS. Why I can't find the... Is it just the text color? Will it inherit the text color? No, because then it would be... There's something in the docs, I think, about... Let's use style Slight checkboxes and stuff. There's like sounds like colour. I can't remember. Human form. That's V1. Is it just adding a colour to it? I think what we'll do is perhaps yank to the percent sign. Add sliders for input. there been any discussion here? Probably add a quick question on here. I don't know. I think I don't know what these numbers are. I don't know. Kind of more fun with the sliding inputs, actually. It does make sense to have them. Just wish I could style them a bit more. I literally just need to add a background color because they look close enough in WebKit, which means they might not look close enough in other platforms, but you know. Not sure when I refresh it starts at 6,000 now. Oh, I must have grabbed the value from the last one by accident. There we go. Value. Define slider inputs. Okay. What I want to do is turn on Pro User Agent Shadow DOM, and then runnable track and thumb. The camera looks like it's going to overheat at some point. We've been running 3 hours again. There's the farm, there's the track. But I can't see anything that's going to let me modify the colour. I have to write custom JavaScript. To be able to do that part. Wonder if it makes sense just to do a quick video now at this point, just to add to the GitHub issue and just like get feedback. I think that makes sense. We'll do that. New screen recording. No microphone. It's going to record the music, isn't it? I'm going to turn that off. And then we'll just save it to... I'd like it to save to my downloads folder. Okay, that'll do for that. And then we'll add that into our pull request. this PR implements the rules. What do they call it there? Yeah. And the financial freedom calculator. The inputs match the designs. JavaScript. Yeah. Looks like conflict. There is something I would like to just quickly get in, which probably these $signs. That. Let's see if I can get that form build, because that's all in the form builder as well. So to try and do that is going to be unless I do something like plus symbol. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Could. No, because this already overrides that. Yeah, so someone basically taking this yank, sticking it down here. Then number, symbol, field, and then this can be, instead of number field, this can be unit field. Which looks the same. Kind of is. But that still work? No. Div. The idea there is I've wrapped it in a div, right? In viewport. That's not helpful. That is the input. Template.tag.span. Flex. It's not quite right, is it? I need to turn off the Shadow DOM because it's actually quite annoying when you're trying to do stuff quickly. Form input field. And CSS. Okay, to the end of the line. Don't need any of these. X small. I do need EX3. Probably do want. Okay, and then what do I want here? Going to be the text grey 500, isn't it, or something? It's 14, which it is. Okay, and then instead of that, it can be symbol. Unit symbol. And then okay. ML0 or 1. It's actually PL. So kind of push it back in. There we go. Add unit symbols. Units. Okay, I kind of like it with the Okay. What is the issue that's coming up in the test? Because the linting seems to have fixed itself. Tools has no columns title. Okay. Can I add some test or something that expects these things? I mark it ready for review. I'm still a bit confused about this. I mean, I didn't touch that code there. And then this articles controller. Oh, I see the fixture is complaining there. But the fixture doesn't match. Tools. Migration. Name, slug, intro, description, content. Name, slug, intro, description, content. Name, slug. Description. Name, slug, intro, description, content. It'd be annoying if that guy gets that just for that, you know. The way these go sometimes. I think, again, I'm still like, tools index. Underscore tool. Let's do something like tool. Yeah. Tool meta. I want to try and get in basically what I'm trying to do here is we've got tool meta and we essentially have a tool slug like financial freedom calculator. Text cyan 500. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oakley. Hope you're doing well. What have I done? This is me trying to rush. Because now if I went to Avo and added a new tool, that's annoying. Bin /route C tool button create test slug test tool content not sure description sample tool intro cool tool. It's not tied to its name. But that doesn't get the other information. Because these the colors to be picked up by tailwind. We'll see. There's a lot of code in here. I'm gonna have to call it there. Unfortunately, I have places to be, place to go. I'm gonna have to drop it off there. We'll see. We'll see if what they think of the PR. There's quite a lot in there, so it's very close. I'm kind of annoyed that I can't get these sliders done. I might do those off stream or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go, and then I went back till quite late tonight. So thanks for hanging out last few days. These have been fun. Hopefully we can do some more of these at some point. I won't be streaming next week. I won't be doing much next week. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, but then I'll be heading off. Yeah. Cool. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.